So far this year, one man has monstered the field. Andrew Thompson will take his third race win of 2011. But in the tropical north, the championship gets serious as the hired guns come out to play. And there's some season regulars with a point to prove. This year, no one's backing down without a fight. Gets it sideways. Morris gets it more sideways.
Going down, mate.
Oh, bumped the back of Thompson. This is round 3 of the Fujitsu V8 Supercar Series from the streets of Townsville. Well, it's the biggest field we've had here in the Fujitsu Series in Townsville. 28 cars here this weekend. And to call all the action with me is former Bathurst winner Will Davison. Got to say, though, Andrew Thompson leads the way in this championship, but it's probably one he has to win, and we would expect him to win.
Yeah, Tomo's in a real rebuilding phase after a tough season last year in the main game. Fully back 888 car. Everyone expects him to win, so he's got to dominate, and I think that's what he's been doing so far.
On the flip side of the equation, we saw first round winner Nick Percat come undone in Perth. Are his championship chances over? It's a short series.
He really needs Tomo to have a bad weekend like Nick did in Perth, but as we saw there, anything can happen. What controversy we saw in Perth there with Nick and Paul Morris, so I think we should expect to see some fireworks from Percat this weekend.
Now, while Thompson leads the championship coming into this weekend at Townsville, there's a range of familiar faces who are here to play. 2004 Fujitsu Series champ Andrew Jones is back. And with a revitalised love of racing, the Albury-based driver might just hang around for the rest of the year.
The last couple of years in the endurance events have been really good for me. I got to share a car with Brad, and last year I got to share a car with Jace Richards, and it gives you some really good perspective on life and racing in general, and it's fueled my enthusiasm to get back into it. We're just getting in, having some racing, and hopefully going to go well at the same time.
Cam McConville will have his hands full this weekend, doing double duties in the V8 Utes and the Fujitsu Series. But he's hoping that the extra track time will help him repeat last year's successful win at Winton.
But I probably should have quit while I was ahead with Fujitsu last year. 1 round, 1 win. Look, I just needed to do some more V8 miles, really. That's what it's all about. The Ute was a lot of fun, but V8 Supercar, completely different driving style. So this is all 100% preparation for the Enduros.
While Jones and McConville aren't championship contenders, 18-year-old Scott McLaughlin has proven that he might be. Second in points after 2 rounds, the Fujitsu Ford driver has podium results from both Adelaide and Barbagallo and has surprised even himself.
Top 8 was our goal this year. Every weekend to be in top 8, and if we get anywhere past that, it's a bonus, you know. And it's pretty cool mixing it with Jack Perkins and Andrew Thompson, guys that I've sort of been watching since I came up through the go-kart race. So it's it's a dream come true.
Tim Blanchard took his first and so far only round win here last year. Currently 6th in the points, he's hoping he can get his championship back on track by keeping his nose clean on this hybrid street course.
Being a street circuit, just 3 races, reverse grid, just staying out of trouble was the key. You know, we probably weren't the quickest all weekend, but we're the only guys who got through the whole weekend without any incidents. So, yeah, I'm expecting it'll be a bit of fireworks out there, but yeah, you can't really be conservative, but you just got to be smart about the way you go about it, really, and going for silly moves which aren't on and causing accidents isn't going to help you.
Nick Percat had a disastrous weekend in the last round in Perth. Morris says he's going to pay back. I reckon it's about to arrive. He gets into the back of the Kotai Commodore and just sends it straight at the sand. That dropped him from 1st to 8th in the championship. But the former Formula Ford champ is not giving up just yet.
Oh, it definitely makes it a lot harder. I've had a similar situation in 2008 in Formula Ford and had to come back from a ridiculous amount of points, and we had a fair crack at it and nearly won it, so I'm going to have another go at it, and obviously it's going to be quite hard chasing the 888 boys, but I'm going to have a pretty good go, and we'll try and get that Coates car back at the front.
One guy who's impressed this year is Irishman Robert Cregan. A complete V8 Supercar rookie at the start of the year, he's in the top 10 in the series, despite a lack of street racing experience.
Well, I've never done one before, but I mean, every time we're on them, we're getting more used to them, we're getting used to being close to the walls. It's a different kind of racing on a street circuit as well. So, I mean, every time I get out on it, I love it. So, I just can't wait to get out for the rest of the weekend.
While Cregan is a new name, one that isn't is Brock. James Brock makes his first V8 supercar start in 10 years this weekend, driving for Greg Murphy Racing. And Dale Wood adds even more experience to the field, taking the reins of the Wilson Security Commodore. The reverse grid format for race 2 appears for the first time this year, setting the scene for a tight weekend of racing. And for the second round in a row, Armour All pole position has gone to Andrew Thompson from 888 Race Engineering. It's his 6th career pole in the Fujitsu series, and he picks up $1,500 with thanks to Armour All.
To race 1 highlights now, and with the long layoff, drivers were chomping at the bit to get racing.
Thompson on pole. Had a massive advantage in qualifying, nearly 7/10 faster than Nick Percat, and he's made the best jump. How about Marcus Sukanovic from 5th on the grid, down the inside? Great job.
On board with Jack Perkins here through the first kick. We can see how quick this is. This is one of the toughest first corners in the country. Is there going to be some damage?
Sukanovic going for 2nd. Great start from the Victorian. Taz Douglas is down the inside. Contact with Jeff Emery. Ash Walsh gets bashed into. Oh, and it's still going.
Oh, look at this. This has all started from Taz Douglas going 4 wide up the inside.
Aaron Russell spins. Jeff Emery has damage in the AC Delco Commodore. And there's Andrew Jones starting down the back after an electrical problem in qualifying. Let's have a look again. Sukanovic, great move on Percat. The white Commodore in the background makes it 3 wide, and Taz just can't stop.
Oh, that was brave. He got a bit keen. The gap was there on the inside, but...
How was Robert Cregan? He launched in the air. The Mad Croc car was the Air Croc car. This is on board with Rodney Jane. That's Douglas to the right.
There's not much room up there, and he knows he can't make the corner now. And, oh, this is crazy.
Easiest 5 spots that Rodney Jane's ever got. In fact, I think it was about 7. Let's have a look again, and then Jeff Emery gasses it up, bashes into Aaron Russell, whose car is all over the place. The right rear is down. Colin Cedars just taps him on the way through. Carnage in this first race of the weekend.
See the damage on Cregan's car here. Massive damage on the left rear. Ash Walsh as well. First race of a long weekend. This is the last place you want to be.
At the end of the race, though, it was all too predictable, with Andrew Thompson again monstering the field.
It's been a race punctuated by safety car appearances. Very few racing laps, I should say. Thompson on his way home at the final turn, and the championship leader is going to extend the margin. Good drive from David Russell. The Jayco Ford has kept the Monster Commodore honest all the way to the line, but Thompson takes his 4th race win of the season. Russell 2nd, Percat 3rd, and a great job from Marcus Sukanovic in 4th.
Great to see an improved performance by Sukanovic all weekend. He's been really quick.
Daniel Gilson 8th, Blanchard 9th, and Chaz Mostert rounded at the top 10. Stay with us. After the break, we reverse the top 10. It's race 2 of the Fujitsu series in Townsville.